Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Friday. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach, and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Hashtag Fun Friday. I've noticed on LinkedIn that these influencers will try to take ridiculous things and make them and go through tortured constructions to try to make them relate to what they're talking about. I hope I'm not guilty of that. I really do. Um, that's why when I have an idea that seems a little off the wall, I'm going to save it as Fun Friday. Um, but before I get into that, sorry I'm running late this morning. I wish I could say it was technical glitches or something similar, but like I said in the little post, it was a snooze bar catastrophe. Um, in the 80s, I don't know if you remember this movie. In the 80s, it was a movie called Looker. It had Albert Finney and Susan Day before she, you know, retired to Montana or whatever she did. Um, Susan Day played a supermodel, which was unbelievable in and of itself. I mean, yeah, she was attractive, but supermodel, no. Um, a few Playboy playmates were in it. I think Terry Wells was one of them. Anyway, the whole concept of the movie Looker was this company had created this light that would cause people to go into a trance. And on its highest intensity, they would lose time, like Ed Norton in the Richard Gere movie. There was no Aaron. Um, and the one scene that I remember is that Albert Finney is running from the bad guy, and they shoot this gun at him, and he sees the reflection. You see the light, and then the next thing you know, still in his car, and he's in a like a fountain. He clearly had crashed. Went catatonic, completely lost control, all of that. Um, so let's just say that I had the similar effect this morning. Uh, Alarm went off. I remember that, and then, bam! I lost time, counselor. Um, thank you, Ed Norton. Okay, Fun Friday. I digress. I tend to do that. ADOS, attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. Um, Fun Friday. We're going to talk about Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. No one can doubt that both of them commit to the role, right? Committing to the role. Thank you, Friends reference. Committing to the moment, actually, was the line in Friends. Um, okay, Patrick Swayze. How do you do a three-fingered claw in Roadhouse and make it look like you actually mean that to be what you're doing? um, who uses the line "Pain don't hurt"? Shirtless Tai Chi by the lake, while the bad guy Ben Gazzara, who really was he really a believable bad guy? I mean, he was until the end, where he kept coming back like Michael Myers, and nothing would seemingly stop him. Patrick Swayze, seduced Demi Moore with pottery. I mean, and in Dirty Dancing, he used the line "gagung," and he delivered it like it was Shakespeare. He acted like it was real, but he committed. You did not, for a moment, think that he was not those people saying those ridiculous things, doing those ridiculous things. He committed to the moment, right? Keanu. This is a guy who, in all of the John Wick movies, he says like 15 lines per movie, tops, because they knew that if they gave him too much to say, he would come off as, you know, Theodore S. Preston and, Ted Theodore Logan, actually. Uh, um, Point Break, also a Patrick Swayze movie. I am an FBI agent. The guy, I love the guy, but he's got the emotional range of a golden retriever. Oh my goodness. And in the movie Chain Reaction, he was originally going to be a nuclear physicist, and they said, yeah, we just can't pull that off. So they made him a machinist instead. Um, Even so, really? Um, but he believed it. He faked it until he made it, and he made it, and he believed it. So did we. So, what's the point of all of this? Sometimes you're going to be given a ridiculous script or a ridiculous instance or situation, and you're going to have to sell it. The script's going to be weird. The assignment's going to be absurd. The odds are going to be completely stacked against you, but you're going to have to deliver. So commit. Don't wink. Don't apologize. Deliver your lines like Swayze. Believe your role like Keanu. And I don't know. Don't stare into the flashing light like Albert Finney. If you commit, even the absurd can become iconic. And that's my hashtag Fun Friday for today. That's today's Red Mike message. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these, Fun Friday diversions, let me know. Otherwise, I can stick to the script but anyway, I've got to get caught up with the rest of my day now since that flash of light threw me off my schedule. So I appreciate you being here. Give me a like, a follow, and a share. I hope you have a good weekend. I will see you Monday, and until next time, life is short. Drink the bourbon.